I feel like I was overly harsh in my review for Book 14. I'm sorry. I was not prepared for the monstrous disaster that is Jessica. But I'm not going to write off the entire Sweet Valley High series yet, just because the first book I read was awful. Maybe this book will be better. I mean, this one doesn't feature Jessica breaking laws or making out with her sister's boyfriend, so already it's an improvement.
Argo Funk Book Review, Argo Funk Book Review.
This book focuses on Stephen, the older brother of Elizabeth and Jessica. I'm not sure why he wasn't really there in the previous book. You think he would want to be there when Elizabeth was returned from kidnappers, but no, he was hiding in his bedroom the whole time. Weird. Stephen's girlfriend, Trisha, is dying of leukemia. All of the Wakefields are in the hospital, trying to support Trisha in her final moments. Trisha's real family isn't there because Mom's dead, Dad is a drunk, and older sister Betsy is a druggie. Trisha is strong in the face of death. She's so strong the book compares her to a female Luke Skywalker. Jessica must be a secret Star Wars fan, because this gets her complete attention. And for the first time ever, she feels emotion for someone other than herself. Don't worry, it won't last long. With her dying breath, Trisha tells Stephen to take care of Betsy for her. He agrees, and he keeps this promise a secret from everyone, so it can be milked for maximum drama. Oh, drama cow, we love milking you. Betsy appears drunk and angry. Stephen takes her aside and explains everything. Betsy starts crying, and she swears off drugs and alcohol forever. The Wakefields offer to let Betsy live with them for a while she sobers up and gets her life back on track, which is a really nice thing for them to do, but of course Jessica is an awful person, so she does not approve of this plan. She hates being nice to other people in general, but she specifically hates Betsy. Jessica complains a lot, and it sounds like this. Oh my gosh, I hate Betsy! Did you hear that she went to make-out point with 2 boys at the same time? She can't live with me! It might make me look bad! Who cares if her sister just died? People need to think about me! Me! Jessica is most important! I told you her compassion for Trisha's death wouldn't last long. Elizabeth and Stephen are better people, so they make a genuine effort to befriend Betsy. Elizabeth talks to her, and she notes Betsy is a pretty good artist. Elizabeth likes writing, so she starts up a conversation about creative endeavors, and the 2 girls bond for a bit. Stephen gets Betsy a fancy art kit, and he talks her out of going to a bar on the day of the funeral. Later on, Jessica will make a snide remark about how Elizabeth and Stephen are such goody two-shoes, they should be twins. Oh my gosh, yes, that would make this series so much better. The book has 2 subplots. One is about Roger Barrett's mother, who's dying. I don't know who Roger Barrett is, but Jessica says he's handsome. All the boys at Sweet Valley High are handsome, as a general rule, but Jessica notes he's super handsome, and she would totally date him if he wasn't poor. Oh, she is so shallow it hurts. The other subplot is about Winston Egbert, one of Jessica's ex-boyfriends, who is trying to set a world record by eating 7 extra-large pizzas in one sitting. Sounds delicious to me. Jessica complains to her friends, who are just as awful as I expected they'd be. They suggest searching Betsy's room for drugs. Jessica tries, but all she can find is a picture of Stephen that Betsy drew. Jessica tries to turn this into a scandal. Oh my god, she's in love with Stephen! But nobody else buys it. Elizabeth and her boyfriend go to the disco, where she gets a chance to decompress. Jessica shows up in the arms of 2 heartthrobs named Aaron Dallas and Neil Fremont. Whoa, what? Wasn't Jessica complaining earlier about Betsy being with 2 guys at the same time? She was! What a hypocrite! Jessica is horrified when Stephen shows up with Betsy at the disco. Oh my gosh, everybody's gonna think he's dating her now! People start gossiping about Betsy, true, and she wants to leave, but Stephen is super nice and helps build up her confidence. He introduces her to his buddy Jason, who teaches a local art class. Art class goes badly. Betsy thinks Jason only likes her because she's got a trashy reputation, so when he compliments her drawings and asks her out on a date, she throws a fit and storms off. Jason tries to make it up to her by helping her apply for an art scholarship, but she figures it's a trick, and again, she storms off. Stephen, Elizabeth, and Jason decide to enter her for the scholarship anyway. Jessica overhears Steven talk about his promise to take care of Betsy, and we get another evil Jessica scene, like the one in the last book where we hear her inner monologue and everything she thinks is awful. Jessica tells Betsy about Steve's promise, and she makes it seem like everybody hates Betsy. They were just being nice to her for Trish's sake. Betsy starts crying, and she runs away, and Jessica's like, yeah, I did it. Jessica lies to her family and tells them, oh, Betsy left because she's a horrible person. Yeah, she's still a bad girl. Totally not my fault. Steven and Jason refuse to believe this, so they search all over town for Betsy, and they find her in a bar with two scumbags. A bar fight ensues, and Betsy realizes the boys are nice people who legitimately care about her. Yes, she is worth caring about. We finish with a party because Betsy got the art scholarship, and she's moving out of the series forever. The end of book cliffhanger is the revelation that Roger Barrett's real father is one of the Patmans, so Roger is now the richest boy in town. Which means Jessica's gonna make a play for him in the next book. Run away, Roger, run away! The end. Post-book follow-up. There were two scenes that the book skipped over which made me unhappy. One, Betsy's drunkard father shows up at the Wakefield house. We don't see what happens next. The book skips ahead to the next day. 2. Steven and Jessica get into a huge fight when he learns that she's responsible for Betsy leaving the house. Again, we never see any of this. I don't know why the book skipped over those scenes, because they were probably interesting and dramatic. I'm used to series like The Babysitter's Club, or Animorphs, or Rainbow Magic Fairy, where every book has a boring recap chapter which explains everything which has happened up until now for the sake of the new readers. I like how this series doesn't do that. If there's anything that needs explanation, the book gives a quick 1 to 2 sentence recap, then continues with the story. Great! I don't have to put the book on hold so the author can tell me about every single boy that Jessica's dated in order. The book mentions at least 4 guys that Jessica's dated. I don't know why she's so high and mighty about Betsy having multiple boyfriends. Jeez. Overall, this book is a big improvement over the previous book. Steven's an interesting character, and I like how he relates to his sisters. I also liked Betsy. She easily could have been a generic bad girl stereotype, like Jessica. But no, she's a somewhat developed character, and it was interesting to see her struggle to adapt to her new life. Since Steven and Betsy are the best parts of the book, I kind of wish the book had focused more on them, but still, I like this book a lot more than the previous one. Even if Jessica's still a horrible person, I'll just have to get used to Jessica as I read this series. I give Sweet Valley High number 15, Promises, a 6 out of 10.